Hello, I'm back, and this the same day, the same time where I stop the video and then I record again. Now I'm gonna continue to chapter one, which is I hope it's shorter. I think it's like less than 10 pages. I think 1 to 13. So maybe it's 12 kind of pages. Yeah, which is like 6 paper. Anyway, so let's start with the chapter one, the entrepreneurial operating system, strengthening the 6 key of components. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So there's a book. So there's like a graph here. Wow, that's cool. So your business, and then these are all the 6 parts. So the vision, the data, process, traction, people, issues. What is traction? What is exactly is traction? Maybe we'll find out later. Alright, let's start. Every great system is made up of a core group of basic components. The same applies to a business. The entrepreneurial operating system (EOS) identifies 6 key components of any organization. In the words of an EOS client, I used to worry about 100 different things. Once I learned there were 6 components to my business, and I focused on only those 100 different things I've been worrying about went away. EOS made running the business simpler. You're probably worrying needlessly about 100 different things yourself. Let's try to remove you from some of those worries by taking a wide-angle view of your business and its components. Below are the 6 key components of any organization. Number 1. Oh, there's no number. It's like just, it's vision. Okay? So, the first part is vision. Successful business owners not only have compelling visions for their organization, but also know how to communicate those visions to the people around them. They get everyone in the organization seeing the same clear image of where the business is going and how it's going to get there. It sounds easy, but it's not. Are your staff all rowing in the same direction? Chances are they're not. Some are rowing to the right, some are rowing to the left, and some probably aren't rowing at all. If you've met individually with each of your employees and asked them what the company vision was, you'd likely get a range of different answers. Yeah, you're not all in the same page. You have all different vision. The more clearly everyone can see your vision, the likelier you are to achieve it. Focus everyone's energy towards one thing, and amazing result will follow. In his book, Focus, Aloris illustrates the point in this way. The sun provides the earth with billions of kilowatts of energy. Yet, if you stand in it for an hour, the worst you will get is a little sunburn. On the other hand, a few watts of energy focused in one direction is all a laser beam needs to cut through diamonds. In the vision component chapter, you will use a tool called the Vision/Traction Organizer, V/TO, to focus your people on one target and become like that laser beam. The tool simplifies strategic planning by distilling your vision into simple points that allows you to clearly define who you are as an organization, where you're going, and how you'll get there. It will help you define your sweet spot as an organization and keep you focused on the areas in which you excel most. It will also define your marketing strategy and crystallize your 10-year target, 3-year picture, and 1-year plan. In addition, you'll learn to effectively convey your vision your stuff and ensure that it's embraced by everyone. Okay, next is people. Successful leaders surround themselves with great people. You can't build a great company without help. EOS cuts through buzzwords such as A player, platinum 100%ers, and superstars to provide a practical understanding of the two essential ingredients of any great team: the right people in the right seats. Be truly honest with yourself. Uh, are all of your people the right ones for their job? Yeah. The reality is that some are probably hurting cause more than helping. The people analyzer tool in chapter 4 will help identify the right people by teaching you how to determine who shares your core values. It will also teach you to simplify how you hire, fire, review, reward, and organize people in your organization. This will this process will prompt you to step back and look at your overall structure. You'll ask yourself hard questions about the way your business is organized. You'll also learn the power of the accountability chart as well as how to structure your company the right way while clearly defining the roles and responsibilities within your organization. Once you have the right structure in place, you'll be able to focus on putting the right people in the right seats. There will be no gray area when you incorporate the next tool, GWC, which addresses the three absolutes of for any good hire. They must get it, want it, and have the capacity to do it. Once you incorporate GWC into the people analyzer, you'll have a working tool that determines which people are the right ones and which people are in the right seats. So, people, we need the people you want your employee like to be happy. I think that's what is telling on this. Okay, that's the second one, right? So the vision is the first one, which is vision means you should have all in the same. You're all in the same. You're in that company. You should have all in the same page. Meaning like you have one goal. Not like the other people. Like your employees have other goals. I don't know. Anyway, and then people you want your employees to be like happy on and no and they should be in the right job or task for them. I think that's what he's saying on this. Okay, number 3, data. The best leaders rely on a handful of metrics to help manage their businesses. The data components free you from the quagmire of managing personalities, egos, issues, subjective issues, emotions, and intangible by teaching you which metrics to focus on. My business mentor, Sam Coop, I don't know, owned several companies totaling over $300 million in sales, including QEK Global Solutions, a worldwide fleet management company that he built into a $100 million business and then sold. He is one of the best businessmen I've ever met. I was blessed to have him take me under his wing to a young age and teach me everything he knew. Of all of that wisdom, the most useful thing he taught me was the power of managing my business through a scorecard. Scorecard? Okay, a scorecard is a weekly report containing 5 to 15 high-level numbers for the organization. In the data component chapter, you will learn to create and implement this powerful tool into your company. It will enable you to have a pulse of your business on a weekly basis, predict future developments, and quickly identify when things have fallen off the track. Because you're regularly reviewing the numbers, you'll be able to quickly spot and solve problems as they come up, as opposed to reacting to bad numbers in a financial statement long after the fact. A scoreboard allows you to monitor your business no matter where you are. You won't have to suffer from the uneasy feeling of not quite knowing what's going next page. What's going on in your business, nor will you have to waste time asking a half dozen people for the real story. The answer will be right at your fingertips. In addition to learning to create and implement your scoreboard, you will take your data management to the next level by learning to empower each person in your organization. Everyone will have a clear, meaningful, and manageable number that he or she is accountable for on a regular basis. Okay, so the data is telling about a scoreboard, which I don't understand much. Scoreboard is like how is it? I don't know what it's going to be look like. Like I can't imagine that yet. Yeah. Here, a scoreboard allows you to monitor your business no matter where you are. So, and then a scoreboard is a weekly report containing 5 to 15 high-level numbers for organization. It's kind of hard to understand, but I don't know if this guy will explain it later. So, but as long as it's like a scoreboard and it's easy to analyze the data through scoreboard, then sure, it's fine. Number 4, I think that's number 4. Issues. Issues are not the most. Okay, I'll repeat. Issues are the obstacles that must be faced to execute your vision. Just as an individual's success is directly proportionate to his or her ability to solve any issues that arise, the same holds true for a company. One helpful byproduct of strengthening the first 3 EOS components is transparency. Execute them properly and you will have created an open organization where there is nowhere to hide. As a result, you will smoke out issues that have been holding you back. The good news is that in the history of business, there has only ever been a handful of different kinds of issues. The same ones come up over and over again. In time, you will become an expert at identifying them and knocking them down. To the degree you can identify them, discuss them honestly in a healthy environment, and learn to eradicate them, you will achieve your vision. Regardless of how long you've been plagued by your problems, the issues components represents a huge opportunity. In the bustle of day-to-day operations, most companies don't invest the time required to adequately solve those issues. The irony is that by taking the time to address a problem, you will save 2 to 10 times that amount of time in the future. In the issues components chapter, you will learn how to use the issues list at all levels in your organization, allowing you to compartmentalize and prioritize all issues. In addition, you'll benefit by creating an opponent. I'll repeat. In addition, you'll benefit by creating an open and honest culture where people feel safe to speak the truth and voice their concerns. You will then use the issue solving track to eradicate these issues. This powerful tool is an efficient way to identify these Identify, discuss, and solve your organizational issues in a lasting and meaningful way. By the end of the issues components chapter, you and your staff should understand how to identify various issues, create, create and manage an issues list, and master the issues solving track, taking you one step closer to building a problem solving work environment. So, I guess what this guy's saying is maybe it will explain like later on the book that there is like a tracking sheet or like yeah, it's called the issue solving track. It's maybe I don't know what it looks like, but it's kind of like maybe it's look like a chart or like a fill in the blank thing, like what happened this and that. That's my guess. Okay. Okay, process. I think it's number 5. Your process are your way of doing business. Successful organizations see their way clearly and constantly refine it. Due to lack of knowledge, the secret ingredient in business is the most neglected of the 6 key components. Most entrepreneurs don't understand how powerful process can be, but when you apply it correctly, it works like magic, resulting in simplicity, scalability, efficiency, and profitability. You will not get your company to the next level by keeping your processes in your head and winging it as you go. Ask yourself, have you documented the way you want everything done in your organization? Do your people know what process they are following and why? Are they all executing the required procedures uniformly? Are they skipping steps? By deciding what the process is, the training everyone to follow it, you will enhance your troubleshooting abilities, reduce your errors, improve efficiency, and increase your bottom line. In the process component chapter, you will identify address and document each of your core processes using the 3-step process documenter. This tool will help you crystallize your business model by capturing the blueprint for the machine you aspire to build in a single document from there. From there, you will learn how to get your staff to understand the value of these processes and begin to follow them. By the end of the journey, your processes will clearly identified, documented, understood, and followed by everyone in your organization. Okay. Oh, the title of the book, Traction. Okay. I think this is the last one. Let's see. Alright, in the end, the most successful business leaders are the ones with traction. They execute well, and they know how to bring focus, accountability, and discipline to their organization. Due to fear and lack of discipline, the traction component is typically most organization weakest link. The inability to make a business vision a reality is epidemic. Consider it a new take on the old quote. Vision without traction is merely hallucination. All over the world, business consultants frequently conduct multiple day strategic planning sessions and charge tens of thousands of dollars for teaching what is theoretically great material. The downside is that after making you feel warm and fuzzy about your decisions, these same consultants rarely teach how to bring your vision down to the ground and make it work in the real world. How would you rate the accountability throughout your organization on a scale of 1 to 10? Most new clients that starts the EOS process rate their accountability somewhere around 4. Gaining traction requires 2 disciplines. First, everyone in the organization should have rocks, which are clearly 90-day priorities designed to keep them focused on what is most important. The second discipline requires implementing what is called a meeting pulse at uh, all levels in the organization, which will keep everyone focused, aligned, and in a communication. In the traction component chapter, you will first learn how to set rocks so that everyone will know what they are accountable for in the coming 90 days. The next, you'll learn how to implement a meeting pulse. While the most people while most people feel the meetings are a waste of time, they are necessary and useful tools. As part of the component, you learn how to make meetings enjoyable, productive, and worthwhile. The Level 10 meeting agenda is a tool that will help you get to the core of what makes you great meetings, namely conflict and resolutions. By the end of Chapter 8, everyone in your organization should know how to establish and achieve their rocks. They'll also be engaging in effective, productive meetings using the tried and true Level 10 meeting agenda. Now that we know the six key components are, we need to access where your company is right now. The organization checkup at the end of the chapter will tell you exactly where you are on this path. You can also fill out the questionnaire online at www.eosworldwide.com/checkup. Several of the terms won't be clear to get to you get what? Several of the terms won't be clear to you yet, but in a short time you'll know exactly what they mean. Fill out the questionnaire and use the attachment key to get your results. You'll be coming back to this backup on a routine basis. The goal is to make progress every 90 days. Every 90 days? Each time you will fill out the checkup, your overall percentage should increase. It's unreasonable to think that you'll jump from 20% to 80% overnight. You will make steady progress. In a summary, finally. In summary, successful business operate with crystal clear vision that is shared by everyone. They have the right people in the right seats. They have a pulse on their operations by watching and managing a handful of numbers on a weekly basis. They identify and solve issues promptly in an open and honest environment. They document their process and ensure that they are followed by everyone. They establish priorities for each employees and ensure that a high level of trust, communication, and accountability exist on each other. Okay, so I stopped recording. I don't know where I stopped. I accidentally stopped uh, the recording. I pressed the space on my keyboard. Yeah, I stopped. I stopped on this part. So, um, I stopped on this part. So, anyway, so I'll just read this again. But, about this. So, that next page is about answering this. So, um, so I don't know. So this one I might skip this, but this one I will read it again so that because I don't want to like get cut. So I think I stop on like let me back up. So I think what I said there is what is traction. So I think traction is about implementing it, like implementing all the what all the plans that you have and all the learning, like all the process, the people, the vision, all of those you're like all implementing it. So that's why it's called traction. That's also the name of the book. That's the name of the book. So I think that's the traction is. Anyway, so I'll read this again because I accidentally stopped sharing. So Yeah. Okay. The six key components together make up the EOS model. Most organizations operate below 50%. If they succeed, it's in spite of themselves, although it's nearly impossible to reach 100% in every component. Achieving over 80% will turn your company into a well-oiled machine. All the things you've been worrying about will simply fall into place, and the common frustrations that been plaguing you will go away. Now that now that the big picture is clear, let's begin the journey. But before we dive headfirst into the nuts and bolts of the first components, you'll have to free yourself from the bad habits and unhealthy practices that are holding you back. This is called letting go of the vine. Yeah. So, um, yeah. So I think in the next chapters, it's called letting go of the vine. Yeah, that's the next chapter. Letting go of the vine, I think it means, um, yeah, all the bad habits and unhealthy practices. We need to let go of those. So, yeah. So I guess I'm tired of reading. It's like my throat is kind of like hurt, but this one I might like, you know, maybe I'll need help on Becky on this, or we do it together, because some of the questions like I really don't understand, but yeah, yeah. Anyway, so that's a chapter one. So, and I read the introduction, which is also the other video. So yeah, so this one is good book. It's a good book if you're like entrepreneurship thing, business stuff, um, planning. You know, I don't know if this book is for fun, but some people are sure. My boss like having fun on reading this, so of course. But for me that didn't like reading and not really interested in business, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. So so yeah, yeah. I don't have any business, but we have a business, and I kind of like know what's happening on our creativity school. So yeah, let's see, and I guess tomorrow I'll read it again after our meeting. So I read this after our meeting always. So I'll do it, so that um every day, every single day is one chapter, and I think that's not bad. Or if it's a two-parter, like I read only like the half of the page of the half of the chapter, and then that's it. That's it. Anyway, thank you very much, and you know this is my only personal channel, so if you want to subscribe, sure. If not, if you like the video, I don't know if I'm gonna get copyrighted on this, because I read this book, I don't know. But if I get copyright, sure. YouTube, delete this if I got copyrighted. Okay? But if not, please leave it alone. Okay? Okay, YouTube. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much. And yeah, have a great day. See you on chapter 2. Bye.